Namaste, guys. ChristianRLong, Life Enhancement Consultant, giving you big and beautiful shout out on this Tuesday morning here in Denver, Colorado. It's 8 o'clock a.m. and I'm almost elbowing my coffee down to the ground. Hope you're well. Siddhartha, Namaste. We're jumping on for our daily dose of divine light, love, and power with today's focus on power. This was actually a quick one. I was thinking, okay, what are we going to talk about? What are we going to talk about? And then I'm reminded of about 2 years ago, I was in Florida visiting one of my mentors, who's been one of my mentors in pranic healing from the very beginning, Joanna, Namaste. And we were talking about, obviously, spiritual things. We were talking about meditation. We were talking about the energy body. We were talking about golden energy. We were talking about lots of different things, as we usually do. When I head over to his place, and we were talking about power, and he says, power, if not used for service, is catnip for the emotional body. Power, if not used for service, is catnip for the emotional body. Meaning, how many of us, whether we're starting out in life or whether we're already very well established in life, we're driven by influence. We're driven by affluence. We're driven by recognition. We're driven by nuts. We're driven by all of these things to have more money, more resources, more clout. You know, we want more followers on Facebook. We want more followers on Instagram. We want more connections on LinkedIn. We want more money in our bank account. We want more, right? More. And so what he's getting at is all of those mores are simply stimulating the emotional body, right? Power is catnip for the emotional body. It's catnip for the emotional body, right? So if you're not using power for service, what's the point? So there was an interesting video that got put out, and there's been kind of similar videos to it lately about a lot of the celebrities. Jessica, if I'm not mistaken, talking about singing the song Imagine by John Lennon in 1980. Imagine all the people, right? And it's a beautiful song with a beautiful message, but it's an interesting time to be giving that message. And it's like, are these celebrities using their power to alleviate the suffering of their fellow men and women? Are they using their platforms to promote goodness, to promote healing, to inspire people to transform their lives? Or are they just using it for clout to obtain more power, more influence, and more catnip, ego, emotional body stimulation? There was a famous musician. I'm not going to name names because it's irrelevant of who the person is, but I'm trying to illustrate a point. That this person said, because of all the suffering, Adriana, I'm going to say, because of all the suffering that people are having financially during this time, she wanted to reach out to her fans and say, okay, I'm willing to help out with groceries, pretty much groceries, for the next month to my fans. And everyone got all excited. This person got a lot of clout, got a lot of influence, got a lot of, for those of you who do not know, clout is like social media attention. So let's say you have 100 followers on a social media platform, and then you do something to go from 100 followers to 10,000 followers. Like you just increased your clout, and it's with a K, right? So she posted this and said, hey, I'm willing to help out in any way that I can to my fans who have been so generous and kind to me over the years, right? And that got her lots and lots and lots of social media attention, lots of clout. And then as you read into the fine print, she was willing to do it for 3 of her fans. So this is a person that's net worth is about $250 million. Now, does she have to do any of that? Does she have to help out any of her fans? No, right? So even the act of helping out one fan is a function of goodwill and the will to do good. But if you look at the bigger picture as to why people do what they do and their capacity to serve and their capacity to give and their capacity to be an instrument of goodwill and the will to do good, it's not on a very big scale, right? It's like you have the person who gives their last dollar, and then you have a person who's worth hundreds of millions that gives $100, right? So that's why it's very interesting to always keep that in mind of, okay, I'm seeking power in my life. Charlie, I'm a namaste. I'm seeking power. I'm seeking influence. I'm seeking affluence. But why am I seeking it? Am I seeking it to help other people? Am I seeking it to be more influential? Am I seeking it to be more powerful for goodwill and the will to do good? Or am I seeking it just to stimulate and stroke my emotional body? Catnip for the emotional body, right? This is very soft, by the way. I like things that are very soft. I have a rule. Whatever I wear has to be soft. It just is what it is, right? So I hope that helps. I hope that tweaked your mindset and your viewpoints a little bit more. That if you do have money, if you do have resources, if you do have clout, if you do have influence, my recommendation would be to use that for goodwill and the will to do good. You can do whatever you want. You're a being of divine power and a being of divine will, right? But as they say, without the will being guided by the heart, the person becomes a tyrant. And we don't need any more tyrants on the planet. I hope we're evolving past that. So we do what we can. So that being said, for those of you who are going to be available in the next 20-25 minutes at 8:30 a.m. Mountain Time, 8:30 a.m. Mountain Time, we're going to be doing the daily Twin Hearts meditation to bless and heal Mother Earth and all sentient beings. So I'd love to have you on. It's going to be the same location right here on Facebook, on this Facebook page. And I look forward to serving you guys moving forward. This is Christian Long, Life Enhancement Consultant. Atma. Namaste. Bye-bye.